Good. So let's get into this one. And yeah, you know, you talk about like the AWP and the change around there. I do think it's, yeah, it's a big sign of confidence. The kind of comparison. Oh, sorry, you go on.
Result has changed his hat, Harry. I think that's very important to notice. It is, you know, yeah, it is Christmas in a couple of days out here. So good for him. Celebrating the festivities. Oh, well, Rufai so frag hungry that it's up to Lomic to trade. Meanwhile, it's a mid-split. Fast up Con, cheerful. I don't know if he spotted it. Well, Delusion certainly will. Him and Lomic side by side with the pistols. The 1-2 punch and HPS finds 3 kills. I don't know how he got the third.
How did he just do that?
I don't know either, but it was pretty damn quick.
That's crazy. They were 3 different positions, a second apart, and he deletes them all with the Glock, one of them being at range. Like, that's crazy. That's actually insane.
Yeah, HPS has certainly had some good rounds.
He has
today.
had some nice moments.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, sorry, is like kind of somewhat. Oh, hang on. Let me just mention this as well. Power match odds have actually reverted, putting Furia back as the favourites. That's interesting. Yeah, you know, convinced by the pistol, I guess. What I was going to say was, you remember when, you know, looking for comparisons, another CIS squad here. You remember when like Forza got rid of Z Power, you know, bring in Kenzie and Zorti obviously to replace those guys. Well, I think that has actually been like a great powerhouse move for that AWP, even though it felt like Z Power was incredible. I felt like, you know, Lomic admittedly hasn't been removed from the team. Instead, he's varying it up and looking good on rifles as well. It just shows a real sign of confidence in the guy you've brought into AWP. Bruninho. In the meantime, I'm going to open this round up. Should be done now.
Yeah, and just to finish that point as well, it's like Lomic was always capable on whatever you gave him, seemingly, right? Like we always touted his pistols, his Deagles, P250, really, really good. So yeah, more than capable on the rifle. Right now though, Furia, all the talk of the town, map down, but 2 rounds the better. VP are forced to save in the second round of the half. Wrong place, wrong time, stacked to the 9s on the A site, and Furia just B-rush it. It's a bit of a classic. I like how we've had some variety maps today. We haven't had the old repeat, the old back-to-backs. That's nice. I wonder how long that will last. But at least for now, we're saved.
Also, I'll throw it out there for anyone who doesn't know this little tidbit. It's not like some big secret. You might think, you know, why is he wearing a Christmas hat, mate? Christmas hats have had their time. They've been and gone. Well, not in Russia, actually. Not in not out here. January 7th. Christmas Day.
7th.
7th of January. So let's go listen into Furia. See if they're celebrating.
Meio no meio, né? Bora. Acho que caiu o smoke.
Mirage pra mim. Liga também tem.
Liga scout. Volta aí.
Focou B já, tá?
Tá, tô na rádio.
Tem um aéreo, tá?
Joguei L. Tem smoke e KV.
Não, Molotov e flash.
Vem pra B aqui, HP. Tô indo, tô voltando meio.
Eu fiz padrão B da Magisca aqui, tá?
Banga. Tamo aqui.
Tá.
É, banga 2 e o HP smoke a janela do mercado e banga. Vou dropar.
Tá, eu vou bangar uma tabelada aqui.
Dropa essas bags decentes,
Tá, pode smoke HP.
Eu vou pular a janela, tá?
Vai. Banguei outra janela do Bruno.
Vai HP.
Smoguei. Bota no mercado. Nada no mercado scout.
Muito cego.
Porta do mercado. Mandei no mercado. Vou jogar ele.
Porta.
Porta do mercado ainda. Porta.
Vou mirar costa, guys.
Brando L. É a catapeste, vai.
Alguém tem banho no mercado?
Não tenho.
Eu tenho. Banguei. 2L.
Tô cego.
2L. Tem bolo pra C4.
Eu tô fudido também.
Mata uma
Tá
lobo aqui,
de faixa.
Vamos gás sombra.
Tinha cara.
Mole.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get all the kills, but you don't defuse on B. Nice try for VP, only a little safe deke around anyway. They got the guns coming in, but Furia That looked a little scary when they started chasing down Delusion with the scout. Couple of crispy headshots on it. And now the orb's in play, so VP, their time for a bit of vengeance. Does ZMB have his? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, Delusion always had like a, if you remember, I think it was Simple, IEM Winter, where he scouted like 3 or 4 at the B bomb site to close out the grand final. I thought Delusion was about to have his moment of that. It's another fast B play, another quick B round, and only 1 man here because of this double lower tunnel push. This is a little bit weird. Furia, they don't know why they've got the site so freely. Trying to chase these kills into market has made matters pretty ugly for Furia. And so in the blink of an eye, they've been collapsed onto in this B-bomb site. Only 1 man left. It's Decenty trapped in at the van. That smoke giving him a tiny bit more breathing room, but bullets are coming through it. He's going to have to respond with some of his own. There's the first. Back of the site, Decenty dead on the swing to Delusion. And so there's the defuse. You know, likewise, we talk about epic moments of the, you know, guys that are kind of from the same region. You know, he would have had to a cold Zera, the man, the beast-esque moment at the back of the site.
I was feeling it after the first shot. That Simple one, was that against Gambit in the fall? Yeah, the fall final. Yes, no, I remember that exact round. No, that was crazy.
Yeah, sorry, not winter.
No, yeah, I was just.
I always get winter and fall confused because I don't call it fall. I call it autumn.
Yeah, I don't really, you know, I just call them like months, not seasons.
Salzard.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, you said it, not
Why
me.
don't you use seasons?
I don't know, I do use seasons. I just... Yeah, what is fall? Is
4
that
seasons. Landscaping and gardening club. All the press conferences take place there. So Decenty on the aggro in through the apartments.
We've got this quick AWP, but no one's coming out. Decenty's just tucked, and everyone else rerouting middle. Surely an A play eventually. Just waiting for that window smoke. You know in the first gun round, VP are going to have that AWP in play, so just play it safe. Make sure you can cut off all potential angles. It is still watching connector, though. Going to need Util to get this guy off the angle. And none is apparent. Decenty has all the nades now, and he's stuck in Palace. He can't throw anything. Are they going to run boost it? Oh, he saw that. Yep. ZMV makes it across the ladder. Hey. Oh, and he gets the shot off very fast. That is a stylish way to open up. Throwing a nade, but Rufire still hits the headshot on the dunk. That's more like it.
Okay, Rufire.
That's my Rufire.
That's the guy we know and love. That's going to send Furia back into this A play, right? You've had a Palace player waiting in the wings and Decenty all damn round, so why not use him? Out they go. Lomik makes his presence known. Now they know about the Palace player as well. That he's going to help them with a Molotov. Forces himself out into the open.
Let me clear this for you.
Surely he can't get away with more. 2 should be it. And yeah, finally cut down. It is just Cowes left alive. And with the AWP holding the cross, he's... Second time's a charm for a guy like Rufire.
Yeah. Oh, that was a mess, Harry. What was that molly for Lomik? Like, it almost, he was lining it up. It looked like he had some sick, you know, jump molly that lands in Palace, but you don't have to get on the ladder. But no, maybe he needs to relearn that one. Mollied himself.
It didn't look like a learn. It looked like an on the fly, trying desperately.
I don't know why
thread the needle.
What you think would happen there, but even mollying top balcony can sometimes spill down and burn you. So it's a bit of a risk, that one. Either way, works wonders for VP. They get the round under wraps. And it's a full eco for Furia Academy. Just a couple of, or 1 flashbang.
Yeah, you know, play with fire, get burned. Play with butter, get churned. Result. Onto 2 of his own. The Dairy Queen holds down the A-bomb site. And, well...
Say cheese for the camera.
Nice, clean, easy for Lomik. Mops up the little eco round. And it's 3-3, all tied up. But now the guns are back out for the Furia squad.
I respect a Glock Palace burst round. You know, I don't like Glocks getting.
When you say burst
out.
round, do you mean like a burst out Palace, not burst on Glock?
No, both, obviously. Come on, get it together.
You can do what's called the rattlesnake, which is not a reference to the old school UK pro.
Whose house?
Weber's house. Oh,
good one. I'll never get old. Double AWP here for VP, and none
got the
for ZMB.
moves?
Have you got the moves like Weber?
Have you got the moves? The moves like Cowes. Here he goes.
Quick cat, yeah.
Up the short side.
Oh, see you, Roofire.
Whose sight? Cowes' sight. Cheerful. One to his name. Makes it a double, but then he's brought to his knees. Delusion is here, posted with that AWP. Out into the open, into the fray, and at the hands of the AK, he falls. The sight belongs to Furia. Plant now looking to come in. Do VP Prodigy want to give this round a look in?
Hey, as well, what have you got to lose? Obviously the round and all your money and the game as well. But
Wow, when you put it like that.
yeah, why not? Got to keep believing, stay believing all day. They got the money for it at least. And the lineup, hello, freebie onto HPS. Now from Apps, they know Resol's here. He's made noise and Cowes turns on a dime to clean him up as Decenty does the same. It's going to be a Furia Academy round. And now already a competitive game from the get-go, right? We had VP running away with that first map. Furia have already almost outdone their first half scoreline of Overpass. 5 rounds it was, 9 by the end. They're looking a lot more comfortable on this map at least. As everyone should be. It's Mirage after all. You all know it. Some of you even love it for some reason.
Dude, if Colors is watching right now, that's going to feel like a personal attack on his map pool.
Dust ain't so great either.
Oh, it's nice. They managed to trade that out. And wow, they're full committed to fighting in middle. Down to Clown every step of the way. Meeting Furia there and forcing the B commitment out of them. Roofire
nice
burnt out. Delusion trying to hold the drop down. That's a lovely little angle to have found Decency on there. Bruninho, talk about a trial by fire. 1-on-3. AWP scoped up all across the site, mate. You are stuck in this corner now that you put yourself in here.
The man, the myth, the beast. What do you think?
I'll have to see.
Dude, this angle's grimy from Delusion. You peek him, you're not getting that kill.
Want a bit?
Unless he misses. If he misses, sure.
Well, that seems a bit unreasonable, doesn't it? If he misses.
If he misses, you can kill him. If he doesn't, he kills you.
All right, there's one. Bruninho.
He doesn't miss though. Why would he miss? He's running
myth,
backwards. The moonwalk.
He's been eaten.
The feast. Well, there's no myth here. That was just reality. That was just truth. Delusion locks them out of B. I do like that molly onto short. Roofire had nowhere to go on the pillar. He could not move, could not, couldn't even really fight. And yeah, like you said, not even overcommit, but the full commit to middle. If you're going to do it right. 3 players swinging through a con smoke, and they don't even bail after 2 kills. They go for all 3. Furia were forced to pop into the B bomb site. They did what they could with what they had, but the double AWP still remains in the pocket of VP, and Furia are not quite as rich. Not yet, at least. Fearful bounds out as he sees the flash. He wanted to go in, but at least escapes with his life. For now, right? For now.
There's a timer on all of us, though. Maybe not on Cheerful, as he's helped out by his old mate Roofire here. Quick work of the attempted B rush. There's one for ZMB, but his journey is brought to a pretty abrupt close. VP Prodigy are keen to close this gap, now up in the lead. Neck and neck still, but that was a full investment out of Furia Academy. They finally have to just bite the bullet, take an eco, and then try to come back in with those rifles up against 6. Parry match odds flip-flopping either which way. You can tell this is a much closer affair, right? No more of those crazy, 11s on one side, no more 10s. Instead, back and forth, and that's very much been the nature of this game, Hugo.
For sure, trading rounds, but the last, 5 out of the 6 have been VPs, so starting to get into control. Good grenade, but they're going to artillery strike him in window. He just leaves after throwing his nade. Definitely aware of the possibility on ecos. Top mid smoke comes down. That's what you're thinking. We even heard that in the Mal's comms earlier when the top mid smoke came down. They said, care for nades. You're going to be aware of it at this level. And VP will not eat dirt. It's going to be 2 Ts left with Deegs. Just hoping for frags, but VP are not in a giving mood.
Yeah, Furia tried something kind of nifty there, right? They like a triple boost into the window with pistols. I like that. The odds are, it's probably this AWP taking that initial peek, trying to get stuck in. It's where you've run into it prior, especially with like this double AWP setup that's in play. Really not too surprising to see it there. You were hoping you could have just overwhelmed it. From that point on, like maybe you get a bit tricky, you do a bit of damage. Nice idea. Doesn't pan out. But I do like it when teams approach even a full eco with ideas, right, to try and do damage. It's not just a round to throw away. They had a game plan. They just weren't able to realize it. Now a little pause as well, talking this one through. Feeling that this game is starting to, have its tides change somewhat.
Yeah, getting a little scary for Furia. This is where this gun round can, get rid of our worries. Win it. Suddenly you start to break away at VP's money. And you're no longer on a 5-round loss streak. It's not where you want to be. This double for VP is very nice. Lomic's not playing it though, it's just cheerful. Likely position based. Both Delusion and Lomic are on the same site. On a good con, and well, not for long. He's cleaned up by HPS, who has been the star in this series for Furia, I'd say. Bruno, great entry out Palace, but the smoke shot for ZMB will keep this site intact for Furia. 4 on 2. Oh, if that came in, maybe, but now you might even be thinking about saving, calling it off before it's even begun. Well, money isn't pretty yet, and Furia alleviate the worries, find 5, and keep it clean while they do. That's more like it, though. Just a brute force play out A.
Yeah, it felt like everything that could have gone wrong for VP Prodigy did as well, right? Yeah. Like losing Lomic immediately, you could see how much that kind of threw off Delusion over towards CT, because he was only holding ramp, right? Palace, as far as he's concerned, that was Lomic's responsibility. And so when he dies like out of the gate, and then you've got that immediate re-swing from Palace, you're screwed if you're top ticket with an AWP there. And unfortunately, that's where Delusion found himself. Site just kind of fell apart from then on in. Result of ramp spanned out by ZMB. And so it's a nice return to form for Furia Academy. It's also nice to have gone away with a round like that. It's not like it was anything crazy over the top, from a tactical perspective. You were just brute forcing the A play. And it's nice to give that reminder to VP that, like, yeah, we are capable of these faster rounds where we're in your face. It's a standard set piece. You've got to watch out for that. You're trying to put the fear in them a little bit, and it's worked. There's an early 3-man play over towards this A bomb site. Fighting for mid control is Lomic, because you don't just want to waste and have 3 players here waiting forever. You're going to try and get some information out of this one. And we will have like a bit more of a standard setup taken now. These AWPs not watching middle, instead holding their sight lines. And you're holding all these kind of avenues that mid can lead to, such as connector and window. As the smokes come in, you're going to start to feel very restricted, however.
Yeah, you can already see how scary this top con smoke is. Anyone can walk through and get stairs, so Lomic's making sure that's not the case. Molly and Con just trying to buy time. Half of the smoke's length. Finally, Furia are going to walk through as it fades with a jungle smoke instead, so they can just isolate Lomic. There's nowhere to go. They wanted that kill right there, and they get it from him. They left the bomb in middle. Oh no, ZMB dead, and they have to go back for it. HPS does kill Roofire. Delusion hears him up close, but they hear the scope and the flash. It's a team flash. It's not what you want, but Roofire will not capitalize. Oh, sorry, Delusion will not. He goes back in a second time around. Another AWP dropped. HPS taps out Cheerful, and Delusion now in a 1-on-4 needs instant kills. Bomb is down, and the climb up as well. Does he know? Did he realize?
That's a shot.
Oh, he's being rushed. Pistol will do it, and he's just looking to save at this point. They will not let that happen.
You say they won't. They might not have the same. He's really wanting to hold on to this. This wrap from Cowes, that should seal the deal. He'd been aware of everything else up until that point, but sadly, it's the third reface that's just one too many.
Dude, HPS is feeling it right now.
He is. He has looked very, very promising, right? Like, so often, someone who you can depend on to create this space. Also, someone who I feel like has bailed Furia out of some of these rounds where things are getting out of hand in a very scary way. Like there, bombs down in middle. That could have gone so awry so quickly, but it's all cancelled out thanks to his quick trigger work down there in middle. And then the one tap to Cat, just a chef's kiss on that one.
Tasty. Feel that in the morning. Cheerful now AWPing A. Have we got the swap up? Delusion is in window to start, but Smoke's in, he's out. Full A exec, but this is not a commitment. They're just trying to get all the grenades out of VP, maybe make them lean A in the early. Double Palace after the smokes. And you can see VP's reaction, right? They see these full smokes A, and nothing comes out, so they start running to defend the B bomb site, thinking this is just some really obvious fake. But that's actually not the case. It will be the late A. Furia just going back in for the recommit. And now VP just saying, guys, watch everything. It could be anywhere. I don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to mess with us. Guns out. VP have no nades left. Smoke flash on Delusion, but he's going to stay scoped in all day, every day. However, on the wrong site. Cheerful needs to get back CT right now. Try and post ticket. Still watching window for his team, but at a certain point you just concede middle and hope and cope as Furia poke their heads out A.
The timing on this rotate, it could be a bit of a disaster, right? Lomic is essentially all alone, and HPS finds him. That's a smoke push out of Result. And it's even the playing field. Open CT on Delusion. It's close. It's close. No cigar, nothing connects. Can't deny that plant, and now they know about the AWP and its presence back here in CT. That's a lovely shot, Delusion. Any more?
No!
He was so ready for it. ZMB just about scrapes that round. Past the keeper, 7 on the board for Furia, up in the lead to the 6 of VP Prodigy, and a full eco looming, so a chance now to win out the half. This is where they've got to seize their moment.
That's got to feel good for ZMB as well. Not only just winning out the clutch, but getting a free AWP off the back of it. Very scary, potent AWP in Delusion's hands, and he keeps proving it round after round, unable to convert this time. And the in-game leader goes strong here for Furia. Now up in the lead, now breaking the money of VP. This is a game that looks like it could start to swell for Furia. They're looking at potential 9-6 half if they win this one round. And the buy is trash, Harry. It's double FAMAS. And P9 on short might be the best bet, but it's a cleanup after one. Deagle for Cheerful, he's cleared by the Apps player. And Lomic back in market, trying to stop the bomb cross. They've got nades. They're in no rush. Smoke is less than ideal. And that's, yeah, not the best move. Delusion Scout is out, and HPS is out for blood.
What's his... I need to know what HPS's headshot percentage is.
That's a good point.
I need to know, because I feel like I've only seen him tap players out right now.
Yeah, maybe we'll get it later right now. Let's watch back those frags. They were delicious. Dude, Delusion Scout? That was a spray headshot, even better. But yeah, this is the final buy, and it's not pretty here for the boys on VP Prodigy. No kit. We've seen a lot of bomb plants in this map for Furia. Game plan's been good, and it's been very fast as well. They've thrown in their occasional default or fake out, but look at this. Last round of the half, and they've just run out ramp with not a single flashbang. There's no one even here.
Yeah, because it's so untelegraphed. VP were anticipating something was coming their way in middle. They tried to go for another heavy mid setup. Now, you still need to win the round, right? You might have made a nice decision on this A contact play, but they haven't netted much from the ground they've gained, and actually it started to become a bit of a sour point that none of this utility is down. Bruninho and Decently doing what they can, but up and over is Delusion, and he'll steal away 7 to close out this first half of play. VP Prodigy, they're very thankful to him there, going on that tear over the stairs, putting up 4 in the round. Furia Academy, a little bit heartbreaking. It was a really nice idea, but unfortunately, the rotation's just so quick out of VP Prodigy. They were fast to realize, what was afoot in that round and deal with it accordingly. Now, when we get ready to move into this second half of play, there are still some question marks on it for me. Furia Academy, we've seen their CT side sometimes struggle, not been terribly uncommon. They have looked a lot better here. And with guys at HPS offering up such a good game, this was that 3K from the pistol. Right, maybe there's still hope.
Yeah, double orbs as well for VP were massive in this map, right? Cheerful over towards B more often than not with it. Furia, I feel like we don't get that double AWP as often. I guess it's Decency often on the second AWP, but it's not shown up today. Money's not really been there for Furia. Maybe it's a new addition running that second AWP. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because it did used to be Decency every now and again who would don it, but I don't know how it's changed with the 3 new players coming in.
It's not like he's a preferential AWP.
No. I can't imagine HPS would take it, what with how clean his riflings look.
No need.
So, maybe like... maybe someone like a Bruninho.
Yeah, that's if not Decency. Like, at the end of the day, if you want it, you get it, right? Whoever demands it. But here we go, second half, last half of the day. Furia Academy, they are down a map, but they are up in the parry match odds, 1.42. Feeling good. Let's see how they're feeling as we jump in their team speak.
Nossa, pipipi.
Parece mercado.
Falar pro seu que isso aí tentando no meu ouvido é brincadeira, viu? Tô pulando aí, Coelho. Segurando.
Aham. Tô pulando.
BBB.
B, vários.
Cego.
Cuidado.
Muito cego. Entrou B já.
Comendo sombra, eu acho, hein?
Nossa.
Fugido, guys, fugido. B,
Parte
Não,
do mercado,
mercado.
Parte.
Nossa.
Well, what?
Tem da Europa.
What?
That was like one of those montages where you watch the kills from the death perspective. Just bop, bop, bop. Ace for
That was
Lomic.
an ace.
Headshot ace.
And I love it. The Furia comms were just dead silent because it's just...
Yeah,
That's like, that was my USP impression.
It's really wet.
It is really wet.
Look at this. ZMB is like full meme mode. He mollies apps, which get smoked, by the way, and then he has a Zeus. The reason he buys a Zeus is because he has $200 left, so it's Zeus or Flash. And he buys a Zeus and tries to full white Zeus someone, not the play, and look at these shots. Oh, clinical. All right, Lomic's awake. Told you he's good at pistols. It's the Lomic v Delusion matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always the case that like anyone who is/was an AWPer is often really capable with the sidearm. The idea that, you know, now you've got Lomic as like this unhinged entry fragging like extraordinaire who can rifle, who can pistol. You know, he's going to do you well at getting these halves kick-started. It's boding well for VP Prodigy. That was real clean. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of the setup over towards B for Furia Academy. Like Zeus under window, that's just ugly.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an eco round, it's the pistol. I don't think that had any business being there. On top of that...
Kind of funny if it works, though.
Yeah, but
probably
no
not
one's
right
going...
now.
That was so funny that worked. You know, we're all saying, why'd you buy the Zeus?
Yeah,
so,
true. Well... Yeah, I've seen worse buys, like Julie.
This was an example of nade dropping in this round. Rufire given 3 sets of smokes over towards B to throw in a full execute. But with how spread out those smokes were as they come over, you can see Furia go, nah, mate, that was one person throwing them. Each smoke was delayed by a couple of seconds. However, it does look like VP Prodigy, on the back of meeting resistance in this A side of the map, are going to go back to a lesser defended B site. Only decency there. It's still up in the air, right? Options are still open, but with Rufire spotting more players over in A, he's going to begin his journey, not to wrap B, instead to cut down rotation. So it's relying on his teammates getting into the site, and that might never happen with decency here. The Deagle does shut down the short wrap, and now just Rufire left to beat. A 1v3 that he's been able to turn to a 1v2, but is that enough for old mate Rufire?
They're already both market. He could go A if he wants. He's looking for the read, looking for the spot, and the longer that goes on, the more they consider it. They know the bomb is dropped short. Rufire, does he make that move before the penny drops? Well, it is now. They might have heard that. Yes, they did. Brunino now ready as Rufire runs in. Molly is going to go in front of it, and he will lose the fight, but the trade is there. Massive from ZMB. Just sprints the Molly, gets the AK, and gets the round for Furia Academy. 9-8. This is all over the place right now. The Deeg of Decency, it sets up ZMB for the round. And hey, ZMB, 6-11 right now, not having a great game. He has won 2 massive 1v1s in this map already. 1v Delusion at the back of A when he was above triple, and Delusion had the AWP, and one right there. VP need an answer, and they need it now.
Блядь, то спамит, то сука, аж звонит, блядь, кто-то. А есть дым донат? Я забыл, не купил, блядь.
Да.
Давай сюда.
Перекиньте ему пару.
Перекинь назад.
В яме в упоре.
У меня есть флешка. Не забывайте, в дефолт играет. Готовы?
Упор справа.
Нам надо флеш в яму.
Я дам какую-то выкил хуёвую.
Ну давай, окей, кидай.
Дал флеш? Дал смок.
Да, флеш.
В упоре справа.
Одна хп.
Убил?
Еще другой должен быть. Скамейка.
Скамейка, взорвал.
Двое.
Камейка 2.
Ставьте паузу.
All right, I'm getting on the Fury Academy hype train. It is leaving the station. There are not many slots left, Harry. Are you joining me? That's a no. It's either a yes or it's an
Yeah, no, in my indecisiveness, the train has left the station, and on board it are those parry match odds, mate. They're saying, yeah, we're getting behind the Furia Academy team on this one. I mean, you know, the odds flipping around throughout this entire thing.
Me and Parry Match chilling in first class.
Yeah.
We got the trolley coming on.
Meanwhile, I'm still waiting at the station. You know, the VP train, it's a little delayed, but it's coming.
One day, you hope.
Either that or it's the bus replacement service. And, well, no one wants to be on that.
Bit of a tech. I think this is our first tech yet.
Yeah, we haven't had many. We've actually been pretty blessed in that regard.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was about time.
VP have nothing in this round anyway, so it's surely an 11-8 scoreline before things once again heat up. I just want to see these orbs start to flow on the CT side, right? As said, ZMB quiet, but full of clutches. I still find it hilarious how 3 players are auto-muted.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, the list is growing.
Yeah. More in this game than every other game combined.
Now, so, you know, I mean, I want to try and make a bit of a case of VP, since as you're on board this Furia hype train. Something that has been a little bit worrisome is Cheerful, right? You kind of mentioned how, like, you know, you thought the double up was all right. Cheerful did get, like, the majority of his kills from that double orb, so it was like a nice way to try and reawaken him. But 6 and 10, these aren't the kind of scorelines we're used to seeing out of him. Now, to kind of go against that is that we're still getting Delusion keeping up appearances, right? Lomic's looking good. But for me, I'm looking at either Result or Cheerful need to get activated. And I think if you get even one of these players switched on, suddenly VP Prodigy have a much better foothold in this game than it might initially look like, right? The fact that Rufire is kind of sitting up alongside these guys who are often big hitters for this VP Prodigy team, that's concerning to me, right? And I really want to believe that maybe even in this little tech pause, right, hopefully Rufire's tried to hype the boys up somewhat and get a bit more out of them. That is why he's here as that tenured, experienced voice. And as we kind of alluded to before, he's not a high-fragging, massive impact IGL, right? He is someone who very much, you're kind of used to seeing him down towards, you know, bottom of the board. But that's fine because it's, you know, he's here for the calling. He's here for the experience. And, it's often working, but the downside to doing that is if you're going to have one player who's known for being kind of quiet, your other guys can't afford to fall silent as well, right? That was always the problem with teams of old. You know, think about like if this is nice.
Massive,
this is nice little.
You guys rush mid up plan A.
That's a classic. Beautiful. Never works, but it has here.
Well, he got the kill as well. He entried out. He earned his plant. ZMB also played USP in this round, so he doubled up, saving for that AWP. It's a backstab. Oh my god, he missed it! No! You're joking! You are joking, Rufire! He had him on a platter!
That's so
skewered!
Sad. He was trying. He wanted to get as many knives as he could.
Yeah, he wanted more than one.
But really, like, just go for the one, man.
Oh, you feel for him, man. That was such a nice try. Just sprinting up connector.
Blundered it with a knife.
How? That's like the budget Shiro AWP stairs clutch. Oh, I'm so sad. That could have been it. That would have been it. What? Imagine if he like
Shadow daggers, mate. They're stumpy little knives.
Yeah, they're not. You
stumpy little
get
knives,
a bayonet,
bro.
and you're going to be reaching well far.
Bring the katana into play.
Why can't we wield swords? They take your pistol slot, but boy, do they bring quite a range. No, because then knife rounds would be busted. Unless everyone played them.
No, but if it takes your pistol. Oh no,
because it would be
you wouldn't have a knife
long,
and a katana. Right. I don't want to give Valve any ideas.
No. How about a nuke when you hit 15 rounds?
No.
Damn it. Okay, Cheerful, you wanted to step up, that's it. Quick entry out A, like the previous round. He got them the plant, now he gets them the opener. Nade is going to be close, but not enough. And he's going to flash his teammates up over the stair side. Lovely stuff, taking space, but Furia are not set up yet. They are really out of position. Going for the full CT retake, it looks like.
With the double AWP as well.
I would save.
Yeah, I would not even be considering it. Like, maybe you can post an AWP CT, you can say, yeah, give it a look in, but no, at this point,
that is a shame.
Nothing getting provided. I think really they were banking on, like, if we get fought at CT, if there's someone here and we're able to get that, maybe we give it a go, but With that not happening, you've got to save. There's no other choice. If you've kind of played this solo anchor towards A with a double AWP round, it was doomed if he falls, and he does. So I'm very, very happy. We're getting the reactivation of Cheerful. It's exactly what I wanted. If VP did want to turn this around.
Yeah, good idea. Don't give that to ZMB, cowards. Double AWP is out, Harry, and we got Decent T on the second. So here we go. Hopefully he'll get to use it this round. But that's back-to-back rounds where VP of Cheerful's run out A, got an entry, and got a plant off the back of it. We need more numbers at A early.
Is that if he threw Zeus out the map? I don't think it's because
the
it
cowards.
Oh, was it cowards? Okay, yeah.
As I said, don't give it to ZMB. Oh, there we go. Decent T killing Delusion. That's more like it. AWP fight being won by Furia.
Yeah. Yeah, that double AWP is still the same as ever. Back to the drawing board now for VP Prodigy. Gonna have to look for their answers elsewhere. You can tell they really weren't prepared for that, like, to be their round opener, the duel into Palace. Last thing they expected, window smoke missing.
Oh no.
ZMB sees this as his golden opportunity, mate, and yeah.
Oh, it's all falling
With
apart.
good reason. Now the A play, all that's left. You know, it's last legs, VP Prodigy in this round, and double AWPs, they might have been the reason for that save in the round prior. Well, this round, they're the ones to win it. All three coming off of these AWPs. And it's a very long save call for VP Prodigy, I imagine.
They could poke their head out, but at what cost? Don't really want to lose guns anymore at this point. Especially considering you can buy if you save. So, well, you could buy anyway.
Yeah, you could buy anyway, but it's like, I don't know.
May as well max it. Right?
Don't really have a hell of a lot to gain from giving it a look in.
Yep. But 12-9. Starting to look good for Furia. And yeah, I would like this series to be split. That would be nice because both these teams, you know, coming in long-term standing rosters or at least orgs in this tournament all the way from Season 1 in a group with both the newbie teams of Spirit and Eternal Fire. So spots up for grabs here at the We Play Academy League Season 3. But Mal's really looking for that top one, and I don't think anyone's going to be getting in the way. Illusion with the ramp spawn. Let's see if he takes that. I hope they have the safety on these guns before they throw them around in spawn, you know. So much could go wrong. I've never seen that, but... No, I don't want to give Valve any ideas.
Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, I think actually the only map that Furia Academy have in the We Play Academy League is versus VP Prodigy, and I mean across both seasons there. So, yeah, they're looking to do it again. Looking to keep that rivalry going. However, Result, he has other ideas. He has other plans up his sleeves. Both of them, mate. Dual-wielding plants. And dual-wielding plants as that bomb goes down. Going to be Furia just electing to save on this one. It's another one of these rounds that just ends on the back of the entries, right? Like, we've had a few of these now. Cheerful being the guy who did it over towards A, got that one kill, forced the save. This one's much the same, but one step further, Result doubles up. And they go on to close the round out. So, you know, the responses have been pretty swift from VP Prodigy on this T side. They're never letting a good deed go unpunished, right? The moment Furia finds something, the response is there. And the fact that you keep 5 alive, that is a big collective sigh of relief, right? You were left saving at the end of that last round. You fully invested into this one. Could have seen your money start to dwindle, but instead, they've built up a nice little bank account, and that's going to be really important if they do want to grind their way back into this game.
Results regressed into the unicorn hat as well.
I like that result. I feel like since you put the unicorn hat back on, you've looked better as well. Not like
physically or
not
in-game?
Physically in game, and maybe physically. I really like the unicorn hat.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Maybe put the Santa
I
hat on
noticed
the
it's
unicorn.
got like sleeve bits. That's what those are that come down.
They're like shaping.
Yeah, I'm glad we get it on the full screen.
Yeah, thank you guys, thanks.
Right, those bits down the side, I'm pretty sure those are like for your hands. They're like mittens. I've seen hats like that, so I'm assuming that's what, because it's very long.
Is he playing with mittens?
That's what I was curious about.
I doubt.
Is he the first mitten adorning player?
I feel like that's like 2 fingers a hand. That's not helpful. Oh, what? Oh, he couldn't see through the molly. Cheerful good, though. Gets a quick shot into B. Center B, if he just pulled the trigger, it would have been his. Decency will do so, though. Watches them jump out, and in fact, they all leave. They go, fine, the Orb's here, I'm out. 4 on 4, good enough with me.
Yeah, the complete reset. Kind of ballsy to have done it. Like, it's always concerning when like your plan was like all in B, we're rushing in, they've seen like 4 of us here, and now we're just going to up and leave, go back elsewhere. The reason why it's scary, you don't actually know where Furia Academy have got to in all this time. Like, for all you know, mate, they could be in Palace, they could have pushed down ramp. You've got to clear all these angles as though, you know, you're like coming in on some mad flank, some big old retake, but you're not. You're just taking real estate that's often yours from the get-go. It's wasted time, so you don't have options to throw any kind of grandiose fake into this. It's just the A commitment.
Oh, they're giving the idea that the site is free. Brunino's going to be there to stop the plan.
Yeah, trying to give this idea that that B fake worked, right? Trying to sail them down the river when in reality, no such thing.
What?
Decency was the guy to get that. They still don't know about Brunino. Now they do. He can't deny the plot, but he's on for a double. A wonderful round out of Furia Academy.
So.
And Rufire, I don't know, man. I don't know if I have faith in this 1v4.
It's a good spot, but so far away, the molly can't use it from this position. As soon as they work it out, they can body block, they can spray, and they've already smoked him off. Yeah, he's taken too long to fire, unfortunately. Gun stuck, gun jammed. And finally, the defuse comes in. Didn't even shoot. Not going to hit the defuse that far away.
No, man, Rufire, I can relate, dude. That's that, you know, 25-plus-year-old reactions right there, man.
Yeah, we'll be there soon. Big round for Furia, though. I love the call not to rotate. Not only not to rotate, but to double down on, you know, insinuating that VP's fake B rush worked.
Yeah, and like, really, the wallbang decently made it so damn effective. Like, so much more effective than it had any business being.
Sure.
That's the wild part. Pressure's really on now for VP Prodigy. This is where you're very, very thankful that you had that flawless B play, right? Because suddenly it means that your options aren't just completely removed here. You know, if that round had even been a tiny bit closer, this could just be Furia running away with it. Instead, VP actually have a fighting chance. They've even got some residual cash bleeding over from that into this follow-up round. So they're able to keep themselves competitive till the very end, but they want more than that, right? They want wins here. Especially in a group as wide open as this. Cowes with the mid-peak. Lots of damage early. And now ZMB out through lower. He's double mollied. It's real.
Oh, no, he's stuck.
No!
He doesn't know.
ZMB is stuck. And he burns in the molly. That tiny bit of clipping in the lower tunnels. That's sad. Oh my God.
It's all falling apart.
Cowes is traumatized, bro. He just watched his teammate wrecked before his very eyes.
Oh, that's so unlucky for ZMB.
Look at all the damage they did as well. It was like multiple players getting tagged down low, but that only kind of, you know, bloodlusted you in more, and it's dug the hole deeper.
Bad to worse here for Furia Academy. Just as they were ready to, you know, start chipping that money away, get close to closing, and I don't know, it's far from it now. Can they convert the 3-on-5 all split? That implies that they believe, everyone holding their own spots, we need multi-kills. There's no other way about it. Grouping B, very safe call here for VP. Now we do have 2 leaning B. Cowes moves in with the AWP, he's low, so perfect. If there were any hope, it would be this site for Furia, but VP don't care. They're going in 5, they're going into trade, good spacing, flashes over, Cowes hides at the back of the site, and HBS plays a one-way, he gets cleared. They heard that molly tick, do they know? Stopping the plant, no, it's not pretty. It's really not pretty. And so that will be the round for VP. 5 alive after all of that early damage, Harry. Ouch.
Yeah, crazy. And mate, I don't know how they keep doing it, but it's like their rabbit in a hat that they are able to pull out. Like right as they start to get to a vulnerable position, they come through with a flawless round.
Now the Warriors start to set in for Furia. May have a lead, but this can be stripped away pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're in a spot where you can look to pool money together to bring that double AWP back in. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if we see it make an appearance. It's looked good for them whenever they've had it.
Oh, didn't see that. He cancelled and jumped. He literally jumped the shot. Dear oh dear. Double AWP at least. But this is the bottom of the barrel. This is the last chance saloon. Lose this, you're on eco, and suddenly VP are breathing down your neck. A set piece, 2 players throwing smokes, but 3 out middle late for VP, trying to throw some disillusion, some disarray the way of A, and Result, that will really sell the fake. Quick pick, Decency turns around to safe rotate. That's so unfortunate. He would have had that kill. He was on top mid, and now they can walk up Cat and split B. Window info from HPS. He needs something nasty. Bombs first, that's huge information. It's going to keep Decency in the site, but will they commit?
The bomb actually crossed back on that timing, and he never saw it.
Oh dear.
That is crazy, man. They started to lean towards B. They started to scramble rotates, but in reality, that bomb was nothing more than a red herring. Bruninho with this saved AK, trying to put on a show. Only good for 1. Once again, it's cheerful, providing these entries. Just the AWP of Decency left, and he's saving once again. It's another very clean, dominant round for VP Prodigy. And you know,
you could feel this, man. It's like the inverse of the old VP, right? Like losing games that they shouldn't be losing. Like now they're looking to win a game that they should not be winning.
On top of that, you know, you can kind of see the stress that Furia Academy are under. They can feel this game slipping away. And so with that comes this thought in everyone's mind that they've got to be the guy to be the hero, the guy to try and get these openers. They throw themselves into these early fights over at A. And, you know, that really exasperated a lot of the problems in this round, right? This opener here, this decision to fight ahead of the smokes, I don't think that's a decision you would make if you didn't feel like the game was spiraling away from you, right? We spoke about confidence earlier on, how you can't feign confidence. I think that's kind of an example of that, right? Like, you've been good at getting these openers. They've been your key to success. You try to go back to it feeling like now is the time to make that difference, and you end up feeding the beast. A very different looking VP Prodigy from what we had in that first half.
Yeah, and they're throwing cool ideas here as well. Like, still adapting on the fly. That was always meant to be a B play up Cat, but the aim was you didn't want Fury to have the info. As soon as the info is grabbed by HPS, like you said, Rufire hits that timing, he doubles back con, and no one even knew.
It happens at such a pace with VP Prodigy. I'm convinced that Rufire is like telling them maybe even like a contingency, like, we go Cat, if we get spotted, we drop mid. Like, because that was so fast and so in tandem.
That is something. I feel like Rufire, you know, he is, of course, we always tout him as this experienced guy, but like he is just so decisive. You know, you don't always know what's being conned along, but in terms of his play and how he moves when he gets info, he always knows what he's doing. He always has protocols in place. We even saw that on Overpass earlier in so many of the monster takes. So yeah, really cool player. Big brain on his shoulders. Dead right now, though. Gonna have to rely on his team. Luckily, it's only against 1 AWP and a couple of pistolers.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing about him as well that's pretty cool is that I feel like in rounds like this, if he goes in first and goes 1-for-1, that's great. Now he gets the lead from beyond the grave. He has like a full breadth of information. He can spec everyone. He could even be the guy, you know, like calming a lot of the micro in the round, take that responsibility off of his team. So it's really nice how they try and use him. They spot the AWP, by the way. That's all this was. This was like an Easter egg hunt, but you were hunting snipers.
No, that could have been the saving grace right there. It still can be saved, but Decency needed that shot. Just like a couple of whiffs, Harry, and the difference between a round and a lost round, right? If that Deagle hits, if Decency follows up, suddenly it's favored for Furia, but no. He's got to save that up one more round, one more go, one more attempt. And VP are already hunting it. Delusion is hunting with an AWP, and he might just get what he bargained for. Perfect shot as Decenty walks into his crosshair, probably wondering why the hell is he there? And like deaths like that, where your entire team is sitting there and watching that happen, that's only going to tilt you more. I feel like Furia, like if they're not mentally shattered a little bit in this game right now, then they're built different. I would be, and most of you would be at home as well.
What's the vibes like on that Furia hype train right now, Hugo?
I don't know. Luckily, I'm in the VP fan club. I've got the VP.
No, you are not.
You're my lower back.
You're hilarious. You're the king of projection.
What are you acting
Hugo?
like?
Because you flip flop all the time.
I'm not parry match. I believed in VP the whole way.
There is video
Jamie,
evidence.
pull that up. Get the VOD up. I don't believe you.
No. Hugo, this is what your head looks like, man.
Yeah, I think you're the bald one.
Actually, wait, yeah.
Nice try.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I like this view.
Can we stay on this all round?
It's pretty intense, isn't it? All right,
Run.
Let's get it. No. When they needed him and they didn't know who to call, who was there? Delusion. Oh, he's only dropping smokes. I hope he was going to go for like a big
player,
pick,
yeah.
but instead, this is once again, we've actually seen this exact call out of VP Prodigy once already. Rufire threw some smokes over towards B. However, the difference is they're waiting here. A part of me wonders if you could try to like, because you've done this already, right? If you're trying to like game that, if you're trying to game the idea that they've seen this before, they responded to it correctly the first time around. Now with those Apex coming in, whatever the call was, mate, it's out the window, right? You're having to do this one on the fly.
Guys, go kill.
Cheerful, make that difference.
Answering the call. Oh, nade out. He faked it. He G'd the nade, Harry, but it didn't work. It didn't do anything to Cheerful. Swinging con. Trade is there, but you're losing numbers 2 on 3. Maybe back to B would be the option, the only answer to the call. HPS has just left the bomb site. Package is rotating around right now for VP. And the AWP is coming up Cat. Delusion, this round relies on him. He has to make it to B. But even as I say that, HPS rotates back in, so it's not an easy path for Rufire either. You can't clear this spot. Rufire has to run. If he walks, he's dead. Oh, dearie me. He crouches past him.
He got by.
Delusion up Cat, and they never had the mid info. They never knew he got there. This is the B site locked in, bomb planted, shot missed, and Furia are trying to retake quick.
Only Rufire left. Doesn't get many chances to just focus on himself, focus on his own crosshair. Let's see what he can do when he's all channeled in. It's all Rufire, and on that swing, dead to Bruninho. Furia, they keep this lead. They don't want to give it up. Considering that was a 5-on-3 right out of the gate, it's certainly worrisome that it gets so close, but they do well to recover, right? It would have been all too easy to roll over and die, but instead they keep on fighting to the very end.
How many's that been since they got around? It's been a while. Got to be 5 at least.
Also, this is very, very minor, Hugo, but I love... So, do you want to know why I love fake flashing by dropping a nade as opposed to, you know, like dropping a decoy, for example? Like, so when you G the flash like that, and then you die, of course, if you do die on the swing, you'll then have dropped a flash and whatever nades you have, or another nade on your belt. Just a little bit more efficient. Let's go listen to Furia. What's good, Furia?
Tacava tudo, caverna, Bruninho. Joga do sanduíche.
Tá bom.
Vou jogar da base aqui, Cauê, você tá solo meio.
Demorou,
Tem
suave.
um bug pra você comer aí.
Vou pedir o Fresh Smoke, Léo. Banga.
Tem 1, 2, 3, banguei.
Mais um meio, dois meio. Carroça e meio. Deixa eu
Beleza,
ver.
beleza,
Top liga. Não, ele subiu. Nunca top liga.
Top liga e molou, não entra.
Decente,
Tem
aqui tá
caverna.
peixe. Tô sanduíche, dá do palácio, não. Vou abrir. Tô fechado sanduíche.
Entrou a liga de nós. O meu jungle,
No
janela,
jungle.
janela.
Vai tá pra ele, decente, spam.
Tá, pode marcar é meu. Alguém vê a B. Ele não passa.
Dá pra CT, Bruno.
É, sim, que dá pra CT.
Se um cara for jogar primeiro, dá, vai ser CT, velho.
Mano, eu vou jogar tapete aqui. Vai.
Pode vir jungle também, viu? O Bruno tá muito fudido, não, guys.
Cadê o tapete? Vai ser A, eu acho. Vai ser A. Bateu que passa
Tem
base.
DDD.
Estão aqui comigo, TV. Tá vindo pra B, pá. L. Ai.
Nossa.
É seu, Bruno. Defuse.
Boa. Tá miado L, moleque. Menos 50 é teu. Faz teu nome. Vá. Tô pulando.
Oh.
That one burst shot that gave it all away. And VP, they just keep pulling rabbits out of hats, Harry. It's animal cruelty at this point. 14 all. Anyone's game. And Furia's money bottomed.
Yeah, and mate, so coming into this second half, one of the things, you know, that we kind of touted was that we need more out of Cheerful and Result, right? They were both sat under Roofire on the scoreboard. Actually, Result was one above him, but Cheerful had 8 kills coming into this second half. Well, now he's risen to third on his team at 20 frags deep. He's really come into his own. He's been a driving force between a lot of these rounds, man, creating so many opportunities, be it on the entries or in the mid round, at creating space if they've lost players. That round there was no exception, right? He goes on a bit of a tear to help find VP Prodigy 14, and suddenly, what could have been, you know, a Furia victory here, what could have been their chance, it started to dwindle. They're coming in with an eco round, playing for overtime.
Oh, well, Brunino's dead. Trapped in front of a Molotov. Does dink on his way out. It's respectable, but it's probably not enough in a round like this. But yeah, I mean, like you said, they're playing for overtime. They're trying to give it up. And that is, unfortunately, the best call to make, but not the call anyone wants to. 1 by 1. These AKs are just grabbing the USP kills. Little smoke exec on A as well, and there's only Decency here. I say only. Decency Deeg, man, we've seen some rounds today already. But not this one. Oh! What happened there?
It's so... See, like, this... Okay, that's a nice exit. Take an AK out. Oh, you're not getting away with it. But it's always, like, contentious, you know, the idea of, do we play for OT or do we have, like, 2 force buys to try and steal the game away? You've elected to play for the overtime. You're going all in here. Everything put into this final moment, this last hurrah to try and get it over the line. Try and lock in an OT here in the final map of the day.
One way to do it, right? Go out with a bang. VP on the flip side, if they manage to close this after, you know, this was like 13-10 at one point. They were looking pretty lost in the source. And then they just came alive. And Furia have only just managed to mangle their way to a 14th.
Also in the background there, there's one of those little emotion octopuses.
Emotion octopuses?
Yeah, I don't think that's their official title. It's got 2 faces. One's happy, one's sad.
Oh, that's
nice. And you put it to whichever one you're feeling on the day.
Oh, that's nice. Well, VPs want it to be happy, so let's see if they can make it so. 5 kills away from a lock-in
It was
day.
the happy side.
Ah, well, there we go.
The unhappy side is always the darker one.
Oh, the run boost was so good for a second. 15-14, round 30, all to play for. Delusion on the AWP. Roofire making a lot of noise B, but it is just to get these grenades out of Furia. It looks like they want a late B hit. Result playing extremely passive up in Palace. Oh, they're coming in from under. So Roofire's going to have to go back for that bomb, reset spawn to join Result. Unless these guys regroup apps later, we'll have to see. VP just feeling out the map. The Cyclops AWP clearing corners, and it's silent.
It's a triple B lean for Furia Academy as well. Even getting paranoid that they haven't had middle, right? Not fully. Cowes would have loved that opener.
Such a safe round.
It's scary, man. Like, this is an all-in pace change from VP. They're really keeping you guessing, and Furia Academy taking gambles, you know, but that's the thing with taking a gamble like this, right? Sometimes the house wins, and it's more often than not. So as they lean still, Majority towards B. You've got this window player that can rotate in Cow as he's holding for players moving across. Cheerful will get that after a bit of a struggle. But it's that early man advantage. Timing found by Lomik. ZMB is holding the murder hole, but Lomik's already through it. And the timing on that for ZMB, it couldn't get any worse. Only 3 remain for Furia, the last chance, the last dance, and in comes Cowes with a double. He gives it all he's got. HPS gave us a blinder of a first half. This guy was the one to keep an eye on, but he's since slowed down. If there ever was a time for HPS to regain momentum, it's now. 3. Nails the shot. Result locks it in, and it's 16-14 for VP Prodigy. What a turnaround.
I would not want to be in Furia Academy's boots right now. That one